Today we're looking at 12 running backs to stash in your fantasy football leagues. We're going to be looking at the later rounds. We're going to be looking at those backups that could surprise you mid-season that you may want to stash as long as possible. But before you dig in, you need to click that subscribe button right now. I'm helping you win Underdog fantasy leagues. I'm helping you win your redraft league, your dynasty league. I'm helping you find those diamonds in the rough. Click that button because we're talking ball all year long. But the first running back we're looking at today is getting some buzz in minicamp. And he's a package deal because there's another running back too. So technically you're getting 13 running backs. First off, Eric Gray. No ADP on Underdog Fantasy, but he's next in line if something happens to Devin Singletary. Or it could be Tyron Tracy if he has a good training camp. Tyron Tracy has good size adjusted speed. Both these running backs, pick your poison with them. These two backup running backs for the Giants have some upside to their game. They could be getting some touches here, and they are free. Audric Estime's free as well. RB64 in ADP, round 14 draft capital. Javante Williams has to fight for a starting job in training camp this year. They said that in the news reports, in the press conferences, which means Audric Estime is playing for a starting job right now as a rookie. He was dealing with a slight injury during minicamp. Now we're getting ready to go into training camp, and this is a big bruising running back who was very productive at Notre Dame. Has a little bit of pop in the stat, but he's more of a bigger guy that can bang it between the tackles, but he's also very slick with good vision. Even though he's a 5th-round pick, he's got a lot of upside here. Ray Davis, RB51 in ADP, but we're with the Bills, and the Bills wanted a 1B back with James Cook all last year. They tried it out with Leonard Fournette even. They drafted Ray Davis in the 4th round. This guy's good between the tackles. He's got a little pop in the step. He can pull away a little bit. He could be a feature back if needed. He's got some upside here, and he's very cheap. Jaylen Wright, RB51 in ADP, round 13 draft capital, but he's got 4.3 speed. We're on the Dolphins. It's a fast-paced offense. They got Devin H in there, and he's a guy that, if given the opportunity, could flash in this offense. Could be a guy that goes off. He is cheap. He's a guy you want on the back end of your roster just in case. Kamani Vidal, RB48, and this is a very ambiguous running back depth chart. Gus Edwards should start off carrying the load, but he has not had very many healthy seasons under his belt. On top of that, J.K. Dobbins is there. He has not had very many healthy seasons under his belt. And then he's got good size adjusted athleticism, 4'6", 213 pounds, also productive at the college level. Could be a sneaky option middle of the season. Ty Chandler was a sneaky option last year. He had a few runs called back last year, and he would be having more buzz right now if that didn't happen. But a 24-point game, a 15-point game last year. We got 4.3 speed. This offense might pound a little bit more of the gut. Aaron Jones, another running back in front of him that does not have a clean bill of health in recent years. So that being said, Ty Chandler could be getting more run here in 2024. Marshon Lloyd, Josh Jacobs is the man there. We all know that. But what if something happens to him? What if Marshon Lloyd starts getting some run? What if he just gets like 8 to 10 touches a game? We got good speed. We got good pop off the step. The Packers have a very good offense. They can push the ball downfield. They can get in the red zone. That being said, his skill set marries well with this team. Something happens to Jacobs, you're going to want Marshon Lloyd. Kendre Miller was hurt a lot last year. Wasn't getting much opportunity. Alvin Kamara is still the man with the Saints. We all know that. But what if something happens? Remember, we're looking at backups here. We're looking at mostly backups. If he was a starter, he wouldn't be a stash. But good size adjusted athleticism again. We are very productive at TCU. We flashed a little bit last year. We flashed a little bit in the passing game as well. Kendre Miller could be a surprise running back this year if given the opportunity. Zach Charbonnet, he flashed a little bit last year. He was productive. Kenneth Walker gets nicked up here and there every year, it seems like. Well, it's only been 2 seasons, but it's happened twice already. RB35 in ADP, 114 ADP, dirt cheap. If you have Kenneth Walker, you may want Charbonnet, or you want him standalone just in case something happens to Charbonnet. Blake Corm, RB36 in ADP, round 11, 120 range in drafts. Cheap, good speed, very productive at college at Michigan. And the thing is, Kyron Williams got nicked up last year. Could happen again. He got nicked up the year prior to that. That being said, Blake Corum in this offense could be a force. On top of that, Blake Corm is very similar to Kyren Williams. He's also a lunch pail running back that's good at all phases, that can carry it down between the tackles, and good in pass protection. Chase Brown, he flashed last year, week 14, almost 20 fantasy points. That being said, we got speed to burn. We were productive at Illinois. He is a player that if something happens to Zach Moss, or if he earns the bulk of the workload, could be a surprise asset for the Bengals. And the Bengals could move the ball up and down the field on offense. Trey Benson, RB33, 4.3 speed behind James Conner. James Conner's an older running back. We like James Conner, but Trey Benson, if given the opportunity, what we saw at Florida State, he can hold it down between the tackles. He can be reliable. He's a rookie that could step in there and surprise everybody. Those are 12 running backs that we're stashing in redraft this year. There's also many more. Once you get in double-digit rounds, it's really just what you want, your preference. But these upside running backs, any one of them could hit because it's all about opportunity. And a lot of these guys, they got something in their game that could allow them to hit. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.